All right, so every year, the Consumer Electronics Show, CES, gives us this little peek into the future. But this year felt different. It wasn't just about shiny new gadgets. No way. We saw the actual building blocks of entirely new systems that are going to redefine how we live, work, and move. So let's break down what's coming. Naturally, it brings up some pretty big questions, right? We hear all this talk about flying taxis and all-knowing AI assistants, but what does that world actually look like for you and me day to day? Well, based on what we saw at CES, it looks like three massive trends are all starting to merge, and they're giving us the answer. First up, let's talk about a problem we all wish we could solve: traffic. I mean, who likes traffic? The biggest theme from CES is this radical new way of thinking about mobility. And this isn't just about making cars go faster, it's about creating a completely new system for how we get from A to B. And the solution seems to be happening in two places at once. Down on the ground, autonomous ride-sharing is becoming a real thing. But then, up in the air, a whole new category of personal transport is promising to let us just fly right over the gridlock. It's like a two-pronged attack on the misery of the daily commute. And believe me, this isn't science fiction. Just take Zoox. In only a few years, it went from a Bay Area startup to being snapped up by Amazon. And today, its autonomous vehicles are already driving around San Francisco and Las Vegas. Next up, Miami and Austin. This is all happening so much faster than you might think. What's really fascinating here is the mix of companies jumping into this. You've got a classic car maker like Volkswagen with its Moya service. Then you have a super futuristic startup like Leoflight with, get this, a jet bike concept. And then there's an international powerhouse like Korea's Sombo, who are pioneering drone taxis. Everybody wants a piece of the action. Okay, so a mobility revolution like this, well, it needs a brain to run it all. And that brings us to our second huge trend: artificial intelligence. It's becoming so deeply and almost invisibly woven into every single part of our lives. And this just shows you that AI isn't just one thing. It's a personal assistant that clips right onto your phone like this Plod device. It's an industrial bot from Hitachi making sure everything's perfect on a factory floor. It's even a barista from Flying Tiger serving you coffee from a vending machine. AI is basically becoming our new invisible workforce. You know what's really striking, though? The price. That Plod AI note taker we just talked about? It's just $150. This is a huge signal that powerful AI is no longer just some high-end corporate tool. It's being priced for everyone. The real key here is how seamless it is. This little gadget from a Chinese company just clips onto the iPhone you already have. It's designed to make your existing tech smarter, recording, transcribing, even translating conversations, making you way more productive without having to learn a whole new system. But these little gadgets are really just the tip of the iceberg. See, they're all plugging into this massive, interconnected AI ecosystem. You've got companies like SoundHound AI providing the voice tech for big banks, while another company, Agentic, uses the core models from OpenAI and Grok to build totally new, specialized apps. It's all connected. So we've got smarter transportation, and we have smarter software. But what's going to power all of this? Well, that brings us to our third major trend: a revolution in the physical materials themselves, with a huge focus on sustainability. This is where a concept called physical AI really comes into play. It's that point where the digital brain meets the real world. Think about those Hitachi quality control bots or the ULS robotics exoskeleton. AI isn't just crunching data anymore. It's actually controlling hardware to get stuff done in the real world. And maybe the most mind-blowing example of this physical innovation comes from a company in Singapore called Flint. They're asking a question that sounds like it's straight out of a movie. What if we could make our batteries out of paper? And incredibly, they've actually figured out how to do it. The process itself is just beautifully simple. They take cellulose, the basic stuff paper is made of, and they use it to replace some of the less sustainable metal parts you'd find inside a normal battery. The results? A power source with a much smaller carbon footprint. And listen, this isn't just some experiment in a lab. Apple is reportedly already working with its suppliers to test this technology. And a company called Nimble is already using these paper batteries in products you can buy right now, like their luggage tags and passport cases. It's real. Okay, so we've seen a mobility revolution, a boom in AI, and a whole new wave of sustainable hardware. Now, let's connect these dots, because while they're all pretty impressive on their own, when you put them together, they paint a picture of a radically different future. What CES 2026 really showed us is a future where everything is seamlessly integrated. Just imagine this. You hop into an autonomous air taxi that's powered by clean, sustainable paper batteries, and the whole time, your personal AI is handling your schedule and translating a conversation for you. These trends aren't separate things. They're all converging into this world that's emerging. It promises incredible efficiency, incredible convenience. It's a really exciting vision. But it does leave us with one last and pretty important question. As our lives get more automated and more integrated, what are we, as individuals and as a society, what are we trading away for all that convenience? That's something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.